Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, in life, I know some people think you can do it all alone and do it all by yourself. You can't be that naive. Nobody gets anywhere without some help. Nobody gets anywhere without a helping hand or someone believing in them. I mean, Pep Guardiola would not be Barcelona manager and went to Munich and City and got all the rewards financially and accolades wise if nobody had faith in him that firstly he could manage Barcelona B, let alone the actual job. So you need a faith. Wenger, okay, you could say recent years we all know it didn't quite happen, but we wouldn't have had Wenger, we wouldn't have had the Invincibles, we wouldn't have had the Premier League, let alone Arsenal, wouldn't have had Patrick Vieira, Thierry, all of these players if someone didn't take an opportunity on Wenger and say, okay, we don't know a clue about you, you're managing in Japan per se, obviously David Dean did, but he's now taking him, so you get it. You need a touch of faith. Ferguson, United job, even if you want to use Ferguson as an example more, United first period there was very tough. He almost got sacked. Someone had to believe in him and say, nah, listen, you've got this. Now United knocked Liverpool off their perch and won Champions League and gave birth to a bunch of smug fans that I went to school with. You know who you are. You're watching this thing. So yeah, you need You need some faith or some support ultimately to match it, your tenacity, your drive, your ambition, your competence, or your ability, whether you're a manager or footballer or in any other discipline in the world, and things. So you need support. We also can't downgrade having a good support network. Like I've got a bunch of good people around me that keep me motivated, that can, old and young, especially the older ones, I can go to them, I can speak to things. They understand that, okay, they're not patronizing. They understand that I'm a young man, I make mad mistakes, I'm a bit erratic, I'm a bit of a maverick, I'm a bit of a narcissist, and they could teach me where I've gone right and wrong. Like I don't even want to hot guys up, but there's someone I speak to now, and he works at a certain media, YouTube media channel, whatever they call it, and there's certain mistakes I've made behind the scenes that he's pulled me up on and said you could have handled this and that. So this whether it's them sort of OGs that give you that advice, or it's your friends, or it's your kial, or whoever in it, it's important to have support around you in it, because more than anything, your thoughts can take you to a very positive place and a very negative place. The mind is a very dangerous thing. You don't want to become a prisoner of it. So support is clearly vital. But for me, when it comes to support, I get all of that, but I'm the sort of person, I don't believe relying on support is the thing we should do. Like I always see a lot of creatives, I don't like that word, but creatives or people in certain spaces where they create content always saying nobody supports me, no one drives, and it does feel like they're waiting for people to push their stuff more than them and things like that, as I'm sure you guys have seen as well. For me, you've got to be the most motivated person. You've got to. Nobody else is. Like, it's simply put, DG, if I don't get to where I need to get to, or I want to get to, nobody is responsible but me. But me. Yes, I want help. Yes, I welcome all of these things. But it's me. Nobody wants to achieve this dream more than myself. Nobody wants this for me more than myself. We're humans. Everybody is selfish and living for themselves. As much as people might want to legitimately support you, they're living their own life, and their life is more important than yours. Like, this is human nature. This is the game. So for me, if you need someone to pump your stuff or be more motivated than you, or it does feel like people need people to retweet their stuff to believe in their stuff, you're in the wrong game. Because at one point, you need to believe in yourself before anyone could. DG, I'm getting a little bit of recognition now. You guys see, I kind of know at times, I have a clue what I'm talking about in regards to football. But once upon a time, I had to convince all of you lot. I know myself. I know what the hell I'm talking about, what I do know and what I don't know. I know ball in it. But you guys had to be proved that at one point. Some of you might think I don't know football and unfollow me. A lot of you have followed me and subscribed because I know what I'm on. But eventually I have to prove it to you. I had to prove it to myself way before I could prove it to you. I had to look in the mirror and say, all right, DG, it's a video thing now. You're a bad boy in this thing. No other YouTubers as wavy as you. No other YouTuber sounds like you. Time to set up shop and get up in there. So for me and short people, like, support network is great, but if I want to look back if I look back at 50 years of age and think about the chances I had and didn't have, I don't want it to be because of my man or they didn't this. You need to do it for you. Because more often than not, when you're doing do you know how much people I used to ask people to retweet my stuff? It's the journey people, and get downhearted when they wouldn't. But now they see me banging it and other people are retweeting it, they now feel compelled and they start DMing you and asking you questions. This is why people are fickle. Humans are fickle, and this is why you must do what you can for yourself. Welcome help, welcome elite support networks and stuff. The hardest thing to do is for anyone is to take time out of their life and support your thing. Why do you think I always praise you guys when you say you're watching my stuff? Because you viewers are selfish too. You're living your own lives. You all say, DG, make this vid, DG, make that vid, DG, make this. There's only 24 hours of the day, so I have to give my life to that. Either way, where you lot are there working and enjoying, and you come back, the video's done. Do you get what I'm saying? In short, I support everyone I can, but I don't. Even if I support someone, I don't expect that same support back because I don't expect anything of anyone in life. I know, obviously, you need help, you need all these things, but I know if I have my work, my drive, my tenacity, maybe someone will meet me halfway. Like, I don't really care for support, right or wrong. Like, support or lack of support shouldn't make the difference. There's a difference between that and people helping you to position yourself and putting you into certain positions, as I used with the examples of the footballers and the managers, Wenger and David Dein. But you get what I'm saying? Like, in regardless of what anything you do, if someone don't support you, people, forget it. Forget it. Don't let it keep you downhearted because they will bread you. They will bread you and support you one day, but you need to do your thing yourself. You need to do your thing yourself. I've never woke up and said, oh, no one's supporting me, I can't make a DG vid. I do my thing. I do my thing. There's many times when I've thought of a vid, thought, okay, you lot all like this, and it hasn't done too well. But you go again. You go again. You just go again. It's life. Bounce back. If that's all it is. Some days it rains, some days it's sunny. That analogy is perfect for me in YouTube. Some days are good, some days are bad. We go again. This is a patient thing. It's a journey sort of thing. You can't be impatient. Anything worthwhile in life, it takes time. And if it doesn't take time, the time you got it is you will lose it in double the fashion. But there's nothing more for me to say personally. Guys, Deluded, get in a comment, subscribe and do the rest. And regardless of whatever you're doing in your life, any habits you want to adopt, any skills, any professions, regardless, please just don't stay demotivated. Just keep doing it for yourself. And remember the reason why you started, not anyone else, you. Guys, Deluded, I'm out.